Welcome, league members, to the second ever Ocho selection show for the Season 5 playoffs. I am here with my co-commissioner, co-teammate, and co-host, Kyle Qualls. Kyle, how are you feeling tonight?
It's like I mentioned, it is Christmas in April. It's been a long season, as you can tell from the fact that if you go back and watch in week one, my hair was basically shaved skin tight, and now look at me. So it's been that long, and we're finally here. So we finally get to know the first round playoff matchup. So it's very
Yes,
exciting.
we are finally here, and we finally have our eighth team in the playoffs. It is Mentally Illest. Congratulations to them. They're going to find out who they'll be playing, just like everyone else. Before we get going, I will say that I am the only one in the whole league that currently knows these matchups. Kyle has no idea who will be playing, who anyone else will be playing. It'll all be news to him. His reactions will be genuine. Let's dive into it. The Season 5 selection show is here. Our four division winners, the Chicken Hawks, With My Qualls, Hypnotoads, and Chop House. Those are your 1 through 4 seeds. You got to pick who they'll be facing. Who are they going to pick from? The at-large bids. Hive Mind, Don't Blow It, the Maca Bros, and the play-in winner, which we just determined is Mentally Ill. Here we some representatives from some of these teams who want to share their thoughts on how they saw the playoffs shaking out. First round of the playoffs, the quarterfinals will be standard 10 category games as those of who you did last year remember. The semi and the final will be 15 categories, more questions, more trivia, more intensity, everything we want to see. The top 4 teams chose their opponents in order of seeding. Chicken Hawks had first choice, then us, then the Hypnotoads. Chop House were stuck with whoever was left. The hosts have been randomly assigned to the games, and we mentioned those seeding earlier, but we'll see them tonight. And the biggest story that everyone wants to know is, will Chicken Hawks stick to their word? Alex said that he accepted Spencer's challenge to play Hive Mind in the first round. TBD. Let's find out together. All right, we start off with the first region. This is going to be the Sam's Club region, with games being played Monday at 10 p.m., hosted by Neil. This is going to involve the 2 seed, Lick My Qualls. That would be you and me. Of course, with our third teammate, Noah, who has created a special video that he is going to share with us now.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Ocho, now introducing your 4-time champions with an average IQ of 62, a median income of roughly $0, and a grand total of 11 other teams that would love to see them lose. I give you Lick My Qualls.
But I can guess Chiang Kai-shek if you want.
Matt, do you like Wendy's?
Yes.
The Pacific Northwest coast is located.
BBC Sawgrass, final answer.
And who will we be facing? We will be playing the former 8 seed turned 7 seed Mentally Illest play-in winners. Candidly, not our first choice to play. That might give you a hint as to who's playing who later on, but we're gonna hold off on that information. How do you feel about this matchup?
I think this is a matchup where, frankly, we have quite a bit to lose. Mentally Illest, yeah, it's frankly. But first of all, it's pretty surprising that we have 2 new teams this season that both made the playoffs. That's pretty shocking. Mentally Illest just won the play-in thrilling fashion. They really got better as the season went on. It's pretty shocking to see them here when you consider that they started 0-3, and then to think that not only did they make a play-in, but they also had the best stats of anyone in the play-in. That probably helped them out because, let's face it, winning 1 game is easier than winning 2. So we had them pretty high on our list because they're not the best at sports, but you never know. It's do or die time. So yeah.
And candidly, I have no interest in playing them because, like you said, we only have things to lose and nothing to gain by playing them. If Steven and Andrew beat me, I will never hear the end of it, and it'll be justified. But we'll hope for the best. Of course, Mentally Illest will hope for the best themselves. Neil will be hosting Monday at 10 p.m. All right, next up, we have the Live Coward region. Game will be Thursday at 9 p.m., hosted by you. You gave me some inside baseball. You already made the game before you figured out who you're hosting. You did random generators for the categories. It's going to be a beaut. Who will you be hosting? The home team will be, as you would know, the Hypnotoads. Who else would know Live Coward's feat? The Hypnotoads. Successful season champions of their division. And they will be facing the Macabros, the first-time entrants and first-time playoff finishers. Jeremy has sent us this message that he'd like us to play now.
What's up? This is Jeremy from the Macabros. First year in the league, wasn't expecting a ton, wasn't expecting, to be one of the top 8 teams in the league. But I mean, here we are, us as 3 smart, intelligent Jewish men, we've been doubted a lot. As the 7 seed, I know a lot of y'all are doubting us, but, anything is possible. And especially with 3 smart, young, educated Jewish gentlemen like ourselves, I think we're the dark horse to win this league, to win this tournament, and you better watch out.
All right, Kyle, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Hypnotoads, obviously the best season in their history, 10 wins. That's very impressive. Macabros, the other new team. The reason we had them lower on our list than Mentally Ill is because they're really good at sports. They, of course, got their playoff berth outright. So they're definitely a dangerous team, one to watch out for. I'm getting big Neil meltdown vibes from this matchup.
Yeah, obviously last year Neil's team pulled off a big upset in the playoffs. This year maybe they're on upset alert. I think
they upset Chicken Hawks, who were the 3 seed, and now they are the 3 seed. So
yeah, how the tide turns. All right, so those will be our first 2 matchups. That's going to be one side of the bracket. We'll move on to the other side of the bracket. It is the motorcycles region. This is going to be played Monday at 9 p.m., hosted by myself, and it will feature the 1 seed Chicken Hawks. And Alex has prepared a statement, and he is going to share it with us now.
Good afternoon, Ocho Trivia fans and players. For our first game, we would like to choose Don't Blow It as our opponent. The thing around the league is that the Chicken Hawks have never won a playoff game. It's the whole big thing. But also, people say Cam sucks too, and he just got 3 points last game. So we're clicking at the right time. We're also confident that our rivals, Hive Mind, are going to win their first game and make it in the second round. So we won't take any of this ducking them bullshit. We will be seeing them in the second round, and we will be beating them for berth in the championship. We want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and then win the Ocho Championship. Thank you for your time.
All right, and Kyle, as you heard in that statement, Alex spoiled the surprise. They will be taking Don't Blow It. They have shirked Hive Mind's challenge. They're not ready to play them in the first round. What do you think about this, frankly, cowardly move by the Chicken Hawks?
There was a moment in history where if someone pulled this shit, they would do the honorable thing and commit seppuku. Is it the right move? Probably. They have basically their whole strategy last year was built around getting past Hive Mind, and then they never got past the first round. I thought they would potentially 5D chess their way into losing to Hive Mind in the first round, but they avoided it. DBI, they're having a great season. Obviously the entire league will basically be cheering for them in this matchup. And 7-7, but historically not great. So it's not that much of a surprise that they would be the first team picked, but 7-7, they beat the aforementioned Hive Mind 2 times. So you never know.
Yeah, well said. Obviously, DBI 7-7, 6th place, but picked as the first pick, so technically the 8th seed in this game. So might be a little bit feeling disrespected here. All right, so that brings us to our last matchup, the Who's Mars region, sponsored by Footer's running joke. Wednesday at 8 p.m., hosted by Petey. We all know who will be the 4 seed in this matchup. It is the Chop House, essentially the 3 or 4 seed every playoffs. Primos sent something in. Obviously, he sent it in before he knew who he'd be playing, but here it is.
What's up, league? It's thewakejumper@gmail.com here representing the Chop House. Want to say hi to Matt, my favorite host, and also my son Qualls. Hope you all are doing well on this show. Some thoughts about the playoffs. First off, I view this year the playoffs as a 5-team race, with Hive Mind being the one team in there that is outside the top 4, so they can be picked, which is why we sprinkled in the group text that the Chicken Hawks would be extreme pussies if they don't challenge Hive Mind in the first round. That leaves us with a completely favorable scenario. We get to play one of the bottom 3 teams who are much weaker than the top 5, if I had to pick a team to play, I'd probably want to pick Sandusky's just because of how awful they are. They're one of the worst run franchises, maybe in all of sports, throughout all of history, throughout all of humankind, perhaps throughout all of intelligent life kind throughout the entire universe, maybe. They're that bad. So, yeah, I hope we play them. All right, thanks.
And the last wild card team on the board for the second season in a row in the 4-5 matchup, they're playing Hive Mind, the team that frankly no one wanted to see in the first round. Kyle, what do you think?
Yeah, the second year in a row we're getting this exact matchup, the 4-5 matchup with Chop House being the 4 and Hive Mind being the 5. Hive Mind, of course, it worked out well for them last season as they beat Chop House en route to their first championship. You know Chop House is going to be looking to get some revenge. I mean, again, like last season, this could go either way. Hive Mind, for all their postseason success, they're 500 in the regular season all time. So, yeah.
True. Yeah, Chop House, maybe a little bit of underachievement in the playoffs, just given the fact they've been so strong in the regular season. So this could be their year. I mean, they're obviously a good team. They really have no holes, and Primos has stepped up this year. Spencer, we'll see how into this he is, because he's really been resting on his laurels, saying that they're the champions, they have nothing to prove, and he really just wanted the shot at Chicken Hawks. He's not going to get it, at least until the semifinals.
Yeah.
So those are our 4 matchups. Here's a look at the full bracket. Chicken Hawks don't blow it in the motorcycles region, those 2 teams. We'll play the winner of Chop House and Hive Mind from the Who's Mars region. On the other side of the bracket in the Sam's Club region, Lick My Qualls. We'll be playing Mentally Illest. We couldn't fill that in earlier because we didn't know who won the play-in. And Hypnotoads will be playing Macabros in the Live Coward region. This will be updated and sent out to the group text, of course. Kyle, any final thoughts on the bracket before we sign off until tomorrow night's games?
I sure would like to win. That's my thought.
Well said. We'll leave it at that. Kyle, thank you for joining me tonight. Congrats to all the teams who have made it here. And best of luck in the playoffs, except for the fact that I don't wish you the best of luck because I hope we win. Good night, everyone.